Good morning. This is the Ancient Texan coming to you from my backyard. I thought we'd take a quick look at how energy policy and climate change and all that's going over in Europe. Of course, you know Russia is cutting off natural gas to Europe, and/or Europe's trying to get away from natural gas coming from Russia because they're the bad kid on the block. Well, Germany, guess what's happening there? The Rhine River is too low, so they're having trouble getting their boats carrying coal up to where the power plants are. So they're switching it off to smaller boats and trucks and trains and trying to get it up there. But their coal power plants are running at reduced capacity because the river is too low. Well, they're burning coal, kind of aggravating the problem of global warming, which may make the river even lower on the long haul. And they're debating whether they should turn back on their nuclear power plants. This is kind of engineering by the public. Germany spent a lot of money on renewables, wind and solar, cut off their nuclear power plants, going back to coal and away from natural gas. Going from natural gas to coal about doubles the amount of CO2 put into the air. Plus, coal puts all sorts of nasties in the air besides CO2. Sulfur, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. I mean, there's a whole truckload depending on your particular coal. But it's nasty stuff. So that's how Germany doing. France, they have a lot of nuclear power plants, but a lot of them are down for maintenance. I don't know what the maintenance deal is. But they pull water out of the river to control the temperature in their nuclear reactors. And then the water gets heated up by cooling down the reactor and it goes back into the river. But they got laws protecting the fish and the animals in the river. And right now, with it being so hot and the demand for air conditioning being so high, the water is getting past their legal limit. Well, they've given exemptions to 5 of the power plants to put in water above the limit because between fish and people not having electricity, they voted on electricity. You know, you could overcook the people in the houses that don't have electricity, too. Norway, the shining star with energy. They're like 90% hydro. Guess what? Their reservoirs are down from lack of rain, and they're down to 25% of capacity. They would normally be exporting some power to the neighbors to help them out, but they're having to keep their power in country because they're running out of water. They are very light on other renewables. If you're going to have renewables, you need to have a mix, like wind and solar and hydro, and battery's a whole nother issue, or energy storage, like pumping water up a hill during the day and letting it come back down. Anyway, you're seeing Europe really without a master plan that's done by engineers that know what the hell they're doing. Germany is the one that's a big disappointment to me, because Germans are really known for their engineering. If you're an engineer like I am, wow, one day I hope I grow up to be a German engineer, because they're, as a country, really do a good job, especially in automotive, but just in general. Like, they're putting together liquid plants to convert liquid natural gas to gas, and they weren't even on the books, and it looks like they may finish them by the end of the year, which is just phenomenal project management and engineering. So I'm real kind of disappointed in them that they've let their public make the plan up and didn't include nuclear energy, and they're not even talking about the new nuclear power plants that used molten salt for cooling instead of water, and it gets rid of a lot of the explosion issues and overheating that's associated with the old style nuclear power plants. Which I've got another podcast that is still on my phone that I need to get off and get out. On Biden's new plan, but I think Europe and U.S. kind of both lack from a master plan, and it'll come back to bite us, and we won't get the results we're expecting. Look at Germany. It's been pouring truckloads of money into renewables, and their CO2 is going up. Of course, they shut down nuclear power plants and added coal. Duh. Because their master plan sucks. And our master plan sucks too, but that's in another podcast. This is an ancient Texan coming to you from Maryland. That's what it looks like right here, right now. It's really green and beautiful in my backyard. There's my fish pond over there. Hope you guys have a good day, and if you want to know about, I think I'm going to start just concentrating on global warming, climate change, energy, because I think my knowledge of that's a little above average for most Americans. I've worked in extractive metallurgy, a very energy-intensive industry. Just designed a heater element to take a furnace up to about 2,000 Fahrenheit yesterday. Haven't done the whole heat balance and stuff, but just figuring out the heating elements right now. Anyway, this is the Ancient Texan coming to you from beautiful Maryland, at least here in my backyard. I hope you have a good one. Namaste.